Presentation on istSOS. istSOS, it's all about time series observation. What is istSOS? istSOS stands for Instituto Scienze della Terra Sensor Observation Service. It is an OGC sensor observation service server implementation written in Python with a user-friendly interface and rich feature collection to easily manage your sensor network and distribute your data into a standard way. istSOS strictly implements the SOS 1.0.0 standard and has passed the OGC site compilation plus interoperability testing plus evaluation units test. What is istSOS? IT is sensor data management tool what allows collection, maintenance and publishing of monitoring observation using the Open Geospatial Consortium OGC or Sensor Observation Service SOS standard. istSOS is an OS Geo incubating project distributed under the GPL version 2 license. Some basic information of istSOS. Implemented standards SOS 1.0.0 basic and transactional profiles or Open Geospatial Consortium OGC. Developer resources, source code and quick start. Basic information of istSOS. Details website http://istsos.org. License GNU General Public License GPL version 2. Software version latest software version 2.3.1. Supported platforms Unix, Linux, Mac, Windows. API interfaces Python/WSGI. Languages supported Python and JavaScript. History of istSOS. istSOS have a wonderful history. The development of istSOS started in 2009 in order to provide a simple implementation of the SOS for the management, provision and integration of hydrometeorological data collected in Canton, Ticino, southern Switzerland. istSOS is an open source entirely written in Python with a little use of JavaScript and based on reliable source software like PostgreSQL / PostGIS and Apache Mott WSGI. So here this image shows us the software structure of istSOS. So this would be described further. Here is the software server description. istSOS evolved in time from being a SOS service provider to complete data management system. Initially, it was an implementation supporting the standard as defined by OGC through the istSOS lib, the core of the system. Thanks to the continued interaction with hydrologists and data users, they soon realized that the standard didn't account for a number of requirements like a missing supporting for irregular time series. So we started developing extending features and enriched the istsosslib. This led to the idea of developing a web administration interface WA interface based on RESTful service WALib. As a result, today istSOS is like a peach, where the WA interface is the peel, WALib is the pulp, and istsosslib is the kernel. These three components interact with each other and other offer different interfaces for different users type, humans, processes, or standard clients. What is SOS? So till now we have discussed what is istSOS, but we haven't discussed what is SOS. So Here is a quite simple definition of SOS. The SOS standard is applicable to use cases in which sensor data needs to be managed in an interoperable way. This standard defines a web service interface which allows querying, observations, sensor metadata as well as representations of observed features. Further, this standard defines means to register new sensors and to remove existing ones. In simple words, we can say that that SOS standard offers your data according to the sensor observation service standard from Open Geospatial Consortium. So there are some SOS key objects. These are they are 5 in number. So this would be also discussed in the next slide. So SOS key objects detailed version. First, observed properties. They represent the phenomena that are observed. For example, phenomenon air pressure and is represented with a URI, Uniform Resource Identifier, composed by colon separated text according to the OM colon observed property of the O&M standard. Second, feature of interest. It is the feature that relates to the observations. So for an in-place instrument is the sensor location, while for remote device, if the target location, for example, location Trevano, coordinates 71835 99224 389, reference system CH1 903/LV03 represented according to the OM feature of interest element of the OM standard. Fourth, observations. They are the center of the standard and represent the values measured at a given instant. For example, value 0.2 time 8/11/12 and is represented according to the O&M standard data model. Procedure indicates who provide the observations. This is generally the sensor, but it may also be a generic process that leads to some observations. For example, procedure Trevano and is represented as sensor ML standard data model. Offering. It is a collection of sensors used to conveniently group them up. For example, offering weather sensor SUPSI and is represented as SOS observation offering element of SOS standard. Now let's move on to istSOS core package structure. istSOS has been developed with a factory approach using 3 modules. Filters provide an interface for converting HTTP requests, GET or POST submitted according to the SOS standard in Python objects that contains the submitted parameters and values. Responders resolve the specific request interacting with the istSOS database. istsosllib core package structure and gathering the required informations. Renderers responsible for converting the information stored in the responders into SOS response format as defined by SOS standard. These istSOS service handle the different SOS requests by instantiating subsequently a factory filter, a factory responder and a factory renderer, which are capable to call the specific classes for elaborating the correct response. istSOSslib core package structure. So here is the following structure, and I will just explain you what is going on in the structure, as the previous points were related to that. So these are istSOS service handle the different SOS requests by instantiating subsequently a factory filter, A factory responder and a factory enter, which are capable to call the specific classes for elaborating the correct response. So you may see the following diagram, and from this you may easily understand what's going on. So let's move on to another topic, which is istSOS extending features. Apart from standard features like filter capabilities of the observations by means of time periods observed, properties, geospatial relationships, and sensor names, istSOS implements several extending features that, according to the developers and decades experienced, collaborates in sensor network management and data management were found particularly helpful. istSOS extending features. Some of the extending capabilities are handle of irregular time series, on the fly aggregation of observed measures with no data management, support for different output formats like application, JSON, text CSV, and text XML, subtype, sensor ML, etc. Possibility of inserting many observations with a single insert observation request, supporting of override parameter that allows to override already registered observations with new ones, capability of filter observations based on partial observed property names like filtering support. Some of the extending capabilities are native support for data quality index associated with each observation, setting of maximum period for data retrieval requests to avoid server overloads, availability of a virtual procedure mechanism that expose new sensors and observed properties as on the fly elaboration of irregular observation, on the fly data aggregation, real time data validation, and quality index. Thank you. So for more information you may go to its website, which is http colon slash slash istsos.org slash, and these are some supporting links for downloading the software, source code, documentation, tutorial, demo, users, or to chat in the group. Thank you. This was the end presented by OSU. So here I am just showing you some of the usages and how to open website and do some things. So just navigate to istsos.org. So there, if you will scroll down, you will see these icons. Just if you want to download the software, which is istsos, just click on get software, and this will redirect you the following link and just download the software. If you want to go to the its GitHub, then just click on fork on GitHub. So it will open a GitHub link for you, which is of istsos version 2. Then if you want to explore the documentation, just click on explore, and then it will redirect you to the following page. From there you may get some information about istsos. Then after that, if you want to know the tutorial, just click on the tutorial button, and it will redirect you to the following page. So you may get some tutorial about how to install it in VirtualBox and its overview. And if you want to try out the demo, just click on demo and click on try out. So here I will just show you an example that how you can create a simple demo. So just after clicking on demo, the following page will open. Just click on new service. As you click on new service, just click on next. After clicking on next, so this page will open. Just type any service name you want. I'm typing test. Then just click on next. Leave VPSG as it is. So it will take some time while loading. So congratulations, your service have been created, and you may just add procedure by clicking on services and then just going to the name, like I am created test, and you may add many procedures and observations in it. Thank you, and this was all about the some istSOS basic things which we can do through istSOS, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you.